Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? Jeez, oh flip, man, I just sneezed like 14 times in a row. Fuck, I had an aneurysm. Wow. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Fortunately, this morning I woke up sick as fuck. But we keep it pushing, man. We get up, we grind, keep going, man. Don't let a little cold stop us. And yeah, man, we're here. We show up. Rain, sleet, snow, or shine, man. I try to lead by example. You know, I'm down bad right now, but I'm still gonna show up. Still gonna do the live. Still gonna do the giveaways. Still gonna get up tomorrow and trade, unless I feel even worse than I'm staying in bed. But yeah, man, we're gonna get to it. You guys know the vibes, man. Happy holidays to everyone. Hopefully everybody's spirits high. Have a great night tonight. Tonight is the last live of 2024. So I want to make sure it's a good one. And yeah, man. Let's get it. It's good, World Fit, Girl with Gold, Steadfast, man. Appreciate you, brother. It means a lot. Narcy, Marquise. Continued Growth, Michelle, John Diggs, Armando, Gabriel, Jaden, Tasha, Tashawn, James, Zeus, Omar, Pascal, Jovan, appreciate you a ton. Garza, appreciate you a ton. Trey, Mimi, it's good, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Alrighty. So, first things first tonight, we're going to get into the economic calendar for the week ahead. Then we're going to get into the watch list. And then we are going to do the giveaways, live login, and we're going to talk about 2025. Alright? So that's the schedule for tonight. Buckle in. We're going to have a great night tonight. Alright, y'all? Let's get it. Let me go ahead and make this screen bigger for you guys. We'll get this thing rocking. Going into, what are we going into? Going into December 30th. December 30th. Appreciate all the love, you guys, man. I'm going to take some emergency after I get off the live tonight. That usually helps. I don't really take any medicine, but I do like to drink that emergency stuff, and that usually does the job. But, yeah, man. Let's get it, y'all. So, as I stated, first things first here. I don't know why my trusty dusty tool isn't working here. Give me 1 second. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Got a big night ahead of us, man. All right, here we go. Starting off with a bang, man. Going into Monday, December 30th. Got a very interesting week ahead of us. New Year's, obviously Wednesday. And 2 New Year's. Monday, December 30th. We have PMI. That's going to be at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right after 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have pending home sales, and that's going to be Monday, December 30th, to kick off the week tomorrow. Now, Tuesday, December 31st, nothing of importance there. Big reminder, market is closed, completely closed. Wednesday, January 1st. Everybody, should know that, but in case you don't get up that morning to trade, sleep in, get some rest. And, yeah, man, 2025, man. Crazy. I remember in 2012, everybody thought the world was going to end. Here we are. What's that, 13 years later? Crazy, ain't it? January 2nd, 2025. 8:30 a.m., we have jobless claims. 9:45, we have PMI again. 10 a.m., we have ISM. Very big day here on Thursday. Very, very big day. Pretty much the biggest day of the week in terms of economic data. Friday, January 3rd, following up with ISM. At 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's what we got to look forward to this week for economic data. Again, Monday, December 10th, we have PMI, 9:45, pending home sales at 10 a.m. Tuesday, coast is clear. Wednesday, market is completely closed. Thursday, jobless claims, 8:30, PMI, 9:45, ISM at 10 a.m. Lastly, Friday, January 3rd, ISM at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's what we got for the week ahead, man. Let's get into these charts, y'all. We got quite a lot to cover. And let's get it. We're going to start off with ES. Let me know when you guys are ready, and we will rock out, man. And I'm going to do a little guess the year to date, all right? Guess the year to date. One account, my light speed. If you get it right, I'll give you $1,000. You have to be within 1 to 3K, okay? If you get the number within 1 to 3K of my total year to date on light speed, I'll give you $1,000. You got one try, one attempt. Not yet. We're going to do it at the end. But take this time throughout the live to think long and hard. I'm not giving any hints because I obviously don't want to give up $1,000. But if you get it, I'll be more than happy to give it up. You guys know that. All right? So, that being said, let's get it. Let me go ahead and fix this real quick. I owe you guys one giveaway as of right now. Nah, don't guess yet. Save it for the end. Wow. See, this is the thing. If you put your guess right now, you know, someone could steal it. Someone could be like, hey, man, that's a great idea. And I'm not going to lie. I think someone got it almost down to like the 15. Yeah, someone got very close. At the end of the live, y'all. Yep, end of the live. Alrighty, guys. Let's get it. ES, here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's do the damn thing, man. Let's do the damn thing. ES here. Closing out December. I feel like this is very important, right? Very, very important. What's today? Today is Sunday. So we got Monday and we got Tuesday for the December monthly candle. In my opinion, this is extremely important, right? Any closure on ES above 6,000 on this monthly, I would contribute that more to the bullish side. If we close below 6,000 on the monthly, I would contribute that more to the bearish side. That's my personal opinion here. But this monthly chart, I mean, you guys can see it just as well as I can. It's pretty much just been a parabolic rip into new all-time highs. And just as of late, these past few months, we've started to see a few signs of weakness. But in terms of this monthly chart, there's not really any weakness here, right? We're still extremely strong. The weakness really comes in on the weekly, right? This is where we had the first sign of weakness. And that was obviously last week. Or excuse me, the previous week, right? If you were to really dissect this chart, there's a lot to really read here, right? And you guys know these charts are like a story, right? They're like a book. They tell a story. Right, you just got to know how to read them. So if we're looking at this chart and we're dissecting this chart, obviously we're in a macro uptrend, right? That's easy to determine, right? We're in a macro uptrend. But what I really want to focus on, I want to hyper focus on this, is this area here, right? This is what I really want to focus on for a few big reasons. Because again, this comes with the experience factor. This comes with a recognition factor, right? This chart to me right here is bearish, right? And I'm going to explain to you why. Just by looking at this chart's formation, right, I can tell this is a daily head and shoulders without even looking at a daily time frame, along with a daily reversal. And I'm going to explain to you so you guys can develop that recognition as well. But from a monthly standpoint, if you were to dissect this chart, obviously, we had those previous all-time highs, right? We attempted to go higher. We got the big breakdown from FOMC. We retested that support that was now resistance here, and we failed it, right? So what that's going to look like on a daily chart is that's going to be that head and shoulders, right? That's going to be that head and shoulders. Clear as day. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And if any of you guys aren't familiar, a head and shoulder is bearish, right? Very, 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 very bearish. Now, does this mean that the market has to crash? Absolutely not. We need to see a little bit more here. But a lot of you guys wondered why I swung puts. A lot of you guys wondered why I was short on Friday. Look at the chart, right? This is textbook. Textbook, right? Why did I swing puts? Resistance, support, resistance. That's simple, right? It wasn't any, calculus equation or level 2 or tape. No, it was just simply looking at the chart, right? Identified that higher time frame structure, that higher time frame setup, went to the lower time frame, being that 5-minute time frame, and I executed intraday with you guys. That's how you trade, right? Very, very simple. But a daily standpoint here, and yes, I would say this is very concerning for bulls, right? This is very concerning for a few reasons. One, if you talk about the structure, right? Obviously, we had that high. We attempted to go higher, failed, got back below this massive structure, retested that structure, what was that, Thursday or Friday, and we failed, right? So now we have a lower high here on the daily. Now, this lower high is important because we swept that previous structure on that last leg lower. So technically, we have a lower low here, right? We broke that previous low. What does downtrend consist of? Lower highs and lower lows. So if the market was to come back down and take out this lower low, that's a full-blown downtrend, right? That's a full-blown downtrend. So this is very, very important, right? This is a very, very important pivot moving forward in these upcoming trading days, right? In my opinion, as long as we're below this lower high, we're geared for another move lower, right? It's that simple, right? It's that simple. And if you were to, dissect this a little bit further on an hourly chart, what you're going to get is pretty much the same thing we've seen here on the daily, right? Look at the daily structure, right? Head and shoulders, structure, right shoulder, retest of that supply, rejection, right? That's what caused that move. Now, if you go look at the hourly, you're going to get that same look, right? What do you notice right here? What do you notice right here? That same setup. You have a left shoulder, you have a head, and we're working on that right shoulder, right? That's the same setup as we just seen, right? The same setup that caused this move. Same setup that caused this move, right? We have the same exact setup again, right? So what we need to be watching here is first things first, 60.32, right? That was that big pivot here from Friday's session, right? In my opinion, right, if you trade futures, it's worth the risk to reward here, right? If you want to go short, you would go short. Your stop loss would be above this overnight highs, right? Your target would be these lows. So from a risk to reward standpoint, and just for perspective, I am in this trade. From a risk to reward standpoint, right? You're risking $1 to make 3, right? Which is absolutely great. Absolutely great, right? That is great. A 3-hour trade is absolutely beautiful, right? Throughout the week, what we really need to be watching though is a more midterm type trade, right? In my opinion. Right? In my opinion. What I want to watch here is a push back into that left shoulder supply, right? If we can reclaim 60.32, all eyes are going to be on this 60.60, 60.70, which is that previous support that is now resistance. That same setup on the daily, right? That's where I want to watch for a very high confidence reject and another swing entry to go short, right? That's what I want to watch for there. And that'll complete that head and shoulders, right? Now, in terms of downside, right, we need to get back below these lows. So if we can get back below 6,000, break that 59.80, shorts are on the table back down to this 5,900, right? That's the whole game plan here. Ultimately targeting at 58.70, right? In terms of upside, I mean, this chart does not give me upside vibes at all. There's nothing here I like to the upside. Nothing, right? There's nothing here I like to the upside at all. Like, even this weekly chart, if you want to go back, right? If you look at this weekly chart, excuse me, y'all. You look at this weekly chart, right? This does not give upside continuation vibes, right? You look at a daily chart. This does not give any type of upside vibe, right? Nothing. There's no structure here for upside, right? If you go to the hourly, there's no structure here for the upside, right? There is no structure here for the upside. There's not, right? And I do have obviously a position on ES and NQ. That's my futures trade for the night. I am short. I just told you guys my game plan. Very, very simple, right? And yeah, that's how I'm structuring it, right? That's how I'm structuring it. First target down here, 6,000, right? So we're literally risking $10 to make 30, right? Which if you translate that on ES, we're risking 500 to make 1.5K. I'm cool with that, right? We're risking 10 points to make 30. I'm fine with that. I'm risking $500 to make $1,500. I'm cool with that, right? Now, if you took micros, that would be on a smaller scale, right? 10 points would equal $50. 30 points would equal $150, which is still a great trade, right? You're risking $50 to make 150. That's great, right? That's great. Now, to talk about NQ, right? This is a little bit different chart in my opinion, right? If you look at this monthly chart here, this can get a lot uglier, right? Now, obviously, the structure right now is very bullish, right? Everybody can agree on that. The structure right now is very bullish, right? We all can say that. The structure right now is very bullish. But, a big one. If we close back below that previous month's high, 21,660, that's when this chart gets bearish, right? Because now we have that long top wick and we have that failure to go higher. So the big watch on here on NQ is 21,660 going into January. If we close below it, I'm more bearish. If we close above it, I would be more bullish, right? That simple. And on the weekly, that's going to translate to a similar look, right? Remember, 21,660. Right? Where's 21,660? Perfect, right here. Right? 21,660. If we're above that, that's a bullish break and retest, right? That's why I said I'm more bullish. But if we get back below it, I'd be more bearish, right? And it's that simple. Now, again, going down to this daily time frame, if you dissect it, right, on the weekly, what this shows us is last week buyers did try their hand, right? They did. They attempted to go higher. And what happened? Seller stepped in and they closed it over 70% of that wick, creating that long top wick. That's bearish, especially if you go to the daily. And what do you notice? What do you notice? We now have a new lower high, right? Obviously, the big telltale sign here is this lower low. So the big question is now, right? The big question is now, do we go break that lower high and trade in new all-time highs? Or do we break this lower low and finally get a pullback, right? So this is why I say NQ is a totally different chart. It's a lot more questionable versus ES is a lot more clear, right? And if you go down to the hourly chart, this chart is beautiful. There's a lot of opportunity here. A lot of opportunity. The levels are very clear. The levels are very clean, right? If you look at this chart, it is super, super clean, right? We know we have a major supply here, 21,850, 21,870, right? We can all see that. We know we have a major demand here at 21,500. This is our blueprint for the week ahead, right? If we push back into this macro supply here, right? If we push back into this macro supply, this is where we can look for a rejection, right? We push back into 21,850, 21,900 area. This is where I want to look to get short again, right? And you guys can see why. That is a massive level. Same thing for the downside. If we pull back into this massive demand, right? There's two things we need to be doing here. One, we need to watch how we approach. If we approach, say for example, after Friday's weakness, I'm going to be more inclined to be patient and wait for that 21,500 breakdown for a move back down into 21,000. But if we approach and we start to base, show a little bit of strength, I'm going to be more inclined to go long, right? So these are our big inflection points for the week ahead, levels that you do not want to ignore. This is really all you need for the week ahead. 21,900, 21,500. That simple, right? Push it at 21,900. Watch for a rejection here. Let's say we get strong somehow, right? Market wants to start the new year with a bang. If we reclaim 21,900, hey, longs are on the table. Longs are on the table, right? Have fun back into 22,200. We're likely going to see that rip, right? Same thing for 21,500. If we pull back and we hold, start building a nice base, we're likely going to rip, right? But if we get below it, 21,500, hey, short this fucker to the ground, right? Target that 21,000. So this is the big two levels we need to watch on NQ. And these are really only two levels that I care about. And look at the range, right? Look at the range. That's a 400-point range. That's massive. There's a lot of value in a range like this. But yeah, that's what I'm watching on NQ. Obviously nothing extravagant, but the levels are super clean, super clear, right? Like a chart like this, man, it's just beautiful, right? Does everybody understand why those two levels are very important? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Oh, here we go. Old buddy isn't a full stock trader anymore. That's why he got booted from Honey Drip. What a shame. Does anybody want to enlighten IBMK Manny King, what I do on a day-to-day basis, since I'm not a full stock trader anymore. I live trade for free every day, while the people you look up to get paid on the Discord and the money they make is from the subscription, versus someone like me, I make my money from the market. That's the big difference. You pay someone, they make money, you lose money. I don't pay anybody, everybody trades for free, and we all make money. That's the big difference. That's the big difference. Big difference. Big difference. Big difference, you know? Big difference. Yeah, he trying to get noticed. That's it. And, you know, he got his couple minutes of fame. That's it. Enjoy it. Anything else you want to say before you go? I'm not gonna ban you, but I'm gonna put you in timeout for a little bit. But anything else you want to say to everybody? You want to apologize? If you apologize, I'll leave you. But if you don't want to apologize, you can go in timeout for a little bit. Right, my man said I love you. Super weird. I didn't know people said I love you like that. But hey. All right, cool. There we go. Appreciate it. All right, let's run in Q. Let's move into QQQ here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Bro, there's nothing to get in. I trade for free. That's what I don't understand. All you guys that ask me for a Discord, you guys ask me for everything. Like, I've literally traded for free for months now. Right? Yeah, months. Months. Where's my man Tone at? My man Tone didn't know me from a can of paint. Joined the live Zooms, made 30,000, took that 30,000, pocketed 27, took 3K, paid me 3K for the mentorship, and got a free mentorship. Be like Tone. Jesus Christ. It's that simple. Like, I know, we're kind of getting off topic here, and you can thank IBMK for this. Now I got to go on a rant. Bruh. I do it for you. Like, there's nothing else to do. You know what I mean? You don't have to pay $120 a month to learn how to trade. Literally. Click the fucking hangout. Click join Zoom. That's all you got to do. That's it. Whatever money you make, take that and invest it in yourself. Period. Like, it's that simple. I don't know what else to tell you. Or even right now. Right now. I promise you, this Sunday live tonight will have 1,000,000 times more value than your favorite trader's mentorship. That is a fact. That's a fact. I respectfully. Just this little level lesson we just talked about with NQ 21,900, 21,500. That little session right there, priceless. You now know what a great level looks like. Right? But you guys rather do this. This is what you guys rather do. You guys rather look at this thing. 1,000 plus 1,000 equals 2,000. 2,000 times 10 equals 20,000. Then you hit the trash can. Because that don't mean shit. Anyway. QQQ. Let's get it, y'all. Y'all ready? I know a lot of you guys like to follow along with QQQ and Spy. Let me know when you guys are ready. Alright? We'll rock out. You know, I had time tonight, man. That's it. You know, I had time tonight. I had time tonight. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Alrighty. So, obviously, from monthly standpoint, weekly standpoint, everything's still the same here. On QQQ, right? Everything's fundamentally structured the same. Now, what I want to talk about is the correlation between levels, right? 21,900 is going to correlate to 527, okay? So, that 21,900, as you can see here, correlates to that QQQ 527. This is the all eyes on deck, beautiful level, right? That 21,500 is going to correlate to 516, okay? Those are the big two levels on NQ translated to QQQ. So what we're going to watch here, one, we're developing a beautiful head and shoulders, right? Everybody can see that. This is probably the picturesque, perfect head and shoulders I've ever seen. I don't even know if that's a word, but this is beautiful, right? If anyone wants to know what a head and shoulders looks like, here you go. Right? You got the left shoulder, you got the head, you get the right shoulder, you got the neckline, right? Now, how do you trade this, right? That's the big question. It's cool you can identify it. Awesome. How do you trade it? There's two ways to approach a head and shoulders or inverted head and shoulders. Get your little notepads out. One, trading the supply off the left shoulder, right? So we can see, based off of that left shoulder supply, that is where we would look for a reject, right? So if we pop back into this 526, 527, that's where we're going to look for that reject off that left shoulder supply and that macro structure, right? You guys can see here, for a reject. That would form that right shoulder. Now, let's say it fails, right? Let's say it fails. That's completely fine. If we get back above 527, like I said, above that 21,900, we can flip long. Target that 531, 533, right? That's what we can look for. The big line in the sand level, the big inflection point on QQQ this week, 527, right? That's period. So everybody needs to be focusing on 527. We push into it, show weakness, it's valid for a reject. If we get above it, longs are valid. That's simple, right? That's simple. Now, downside, right? Major demand here, 516. If we pull back to this neckline, right, start to hold, it is valid for a demand bounce, right? But obviously, the main watch, if we form a lower high here and push in that 516, is going to be a break and hold below. If we get below 516, I will be very confident going short down into 509 and then the low 500s, okay? That's going to be the top watch. We can reject that 527, get back below 516. I think this is an imminent move back into the low 500s on QQQ. This chart looks great, right? The chart looks great. But as always, I want to keep you guys prepared. Keep the charts open-ended. I feel like that's very important for you guys. All right? And that's what I'm watching on QQQ. Let's get over here to SPY. When you guys are ready, let me know, and we will move forward. We will move forward. Drop it ready in the chat, and we will rock out. Bro, I'm literally like, my nose is like triggered from sneezing. Like, my nose is like no longer working. Like, I can't even, like, you know when your nose is stuffy, you can still breathe a little bit? Like, bro, I cannot breathe at all. Like, I'm a straight mouth breather right now. This is horrible. SPY. Let's get it. Head and shoulders here. Obviously, we discussed on ES. Beautiful chart, right? We have the left shoulder, we have the head. Right shoulder was developed last week. For those of you guys wondering why I swung short Thursday into Friday, crystal clear chart here, right? If you wondered why I swung short, just a classic break and retest. Massive support. Retested as resistance. We swung short. That simple. That simple. That was a 100% trade, by the way. Beautiful trade. What are we watching this week, right? That's most important. What are we watching this week? First things first, as I discussed on ES, first watch is going to be that 598, right? This is a higher risk approach, but I do want to keep a watch on it for a reject. If we reclaim it, we can look to go long back into 602, 603. 602, 603. This is the main watch for a reject. You guys can see this is the line in the sand structure, all right? Big line in the sand level, big inflection point on SPY is 603. In my opinion, as long as we're below it, this chart is geared for lower, right? If we get back above 603, shorts are off the table, right? We'll likely see all-time highs again. But as long as we're below it, in my opinion, this chart is geared for lower. Downside, absolutely love it. If we can get below 591 on SPY, I would love to go short down into 588. Below 588 is where the real move begins, back down to the 575 level. This chart is beautiful, right? This chart is absolutely beautiful. Either way it goes, whether we go higher or lower, I think a big move is going to be made again. I do. Whether it's this week or next week, I do think we see a big move again very, very soon. IWM, I haven't talked about much lately, but I do like this chart a lot. I do like this chart a lot for very valid reason, right? Look at the chart. This is beautiful, right? If you want to dissect this chart, right, we can go bar for bar on this chart, right? Look at this chart. One of the weaker names, right? If you look at IWM, let's really dissect this chart. There's a lot to learn from this chart, right? Starting from up here, understanding the context behind a move is always super important. Why did IWM get weak? That's the big question, right? Why did this move start? It started because we had this massive resistance. We attempted to go higher. We failed to go higher. We broke that structure. We developed a downtrend. And now look, we just broke that last line in the sand, right? This is now a bearish chart, right? We got the double top failure to go higher, multiple lower highs and lower lows. And now, right, this is where the trade opportunity comes in, right? We have a macro supply here, 225.50, 226.50, and we have a bear flag right into it. This is beautiful. More importantly, look at the context of the bear flag. Massive breakdown candle. That's always important, right? We know there was strength in that sell paired with high volume. What's also important is look at the consolidation. Look at the bear flag. Very low volume. That's what you want to see. This would be considered an A+ setup. This could even be a swing, right? You want to go short on IWM? Literally, just go short with the stop above 226.50. Target 217, 204. That would be the game plan. That would be the game plan, right? Now, go to a lower time frame. It's a lot cleaner. What we're going to watch here on IWM, in my opinion, this is one of my favorite charts for the week ahead, right? For a very valid reason. As I just stated, multiple reasons. You got the 382 retracement. Massive supply here, right? Major resistance, turn support, back as resistance. So the game plan here is if we can push back into 225.50, 226.50, all eyes are on this area for a reject, right? Now, in terms of the downside, if we can break this macro structure here at 217, I think IWM is geared for a massive move lower, right? This chart is absolutely beautiful, right? And most important through all of it is you guys understand why this is a valid setup, right? You guys understand why this is a great trade. You guys understand how to read this chart. That's most important. I don't care if you guys make money or not from it. I don't care if you guys don't take it or not. I care that you guys are learning, right? Because this exact setup, you're going to see a million times more. Now, why is this setup important? Because this is the highest probability setup you can possibly get, period, right? If you want to flip the chart, excuse me, didn't mean to blind you guys, but I'm serious, y'all. Pay attention. You flip the chart, right? Let's say this was bullish. This is an A+ setup. Flip the chart back to normal. This is an A+ setup, right? Memorize it, put it in your pocket. I don't care what you got to do. Do it, right? Again, let's go over one more time. Context. Double top, failure to go higher. Massive structure break. Lower low, lower high, macro supply. Period. Now, if you were to flip it, it would obviously be double bottom, failure to go lower, retest of structure, bull flag, beautiful. Cup and handle, whatever you want to call it, right? Call it a cup and handle, whatever you want to call it. Normal chart, you would call it an inverted cup and handle, right? You have the cup, you have the handle, right? Doesn't matter what you want to call it. It's a beautiful setup, okay? Make sure you guys remember it. Develop that recognition for setups like this on the daily, hourly, or even 5-minute time frame, right? You have this same setup on the 5-minute time frame. This is a beautiful setup, right? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I gotta take a picture real quick, y'all. This is the cutest thing ever. Turbo's literally had his one paw on my knee for the past 15, 20 minutes. Watch this. This is the cutest thing ever. I'm telling y'all, man, cats are goated. If you don't got a cat, you're weird. Unless you're allergic, then that's acceptable. But you just got like one little paw chilling. That is the cutest thing ever, man. What is up with you, man? That's funny as shit. I do not like that you're sitting on my computer, though. I think it's because of the heat. Y'all think so as well? Because of the heat? Alright, let's get back to these charts. Nah, that is cap. You can definitely train a cat for sure. Turbo knows how to sit, listens very well for the most part. Nah, I take that back. The motherfucker doesn't listen worth shit. No, nah, he does listen. When I call him, he comes. When he comes. Alright, you guys. We covered ES, we covered NQ, covered QQQ, covered SPY, covered IWM. We'll do a quick scan through here. Look at silver, look at gold, look at oil. Oil I'm still holding. In my opinion, this is still geared for a massive move. I'm hanging on tight. Plan on continue. I think we're going to make the move this week. I do think we're going to make the move this week. This chart is beautiful. I think oil does make the move this week. I do. I love this weekly chart. Monthly chart's nice as well. Yeah, I think oil's going to make the move this week. I love this. You have that big, strong candle followed by the pause bar. Little bull flag. Starting to get that move higher. How many of you guys are holding USO still with me? Yeah, I think we're going to get that move this week. If we can break here at 71, this will be a great futures trade as well. If we get above 71, literally just buy the dip. Buy the dip, hold for 72, gets above 72. This has room into 75. I love oil long, right? Long as oil's above 68, I love it long. You guys have known this, though. We've been in this trade for a while. My stop loss is 68. But yeah, she's looking good. I think we'll get that move soon. Now, let's get into these individual names. First things first, AMD. Let me know when you guys are ready, and we'll rock out, man. Let me know when you guys are ready, and we'll rock out. If anyone took that ES short, it's up $200 per contract. If anybody took that. Anybody take it? It's up $200 right now. Crypto chaos, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, ES is printing. Printing. Looks good. Very, very good. NQ is also printing. Doesn't matter which one you took. think we can get a lot lower though. AMD. Monthly chart, first things first. Kind of forming a beautiful little wedge here, flag, whatever you want to call it. It's beautiful, right? Big little descending wedge. What I really want to talk about though is this weekly and daily. Weekly chart, we swept this massive structure here at 122, right? You look at this 122 level, we now have a weekly failure to go lower, right? Where AMD broke that structure, attempted to go lower and failed, aka a double bottom. Daily chart, that's going to translate to this, right? Look how beautiful this is. Again, guys, listen up, pay attention. Listen up, pay attention. This is the best and safest way to trade a double bottom or failure to go lower. You have the level, right? 122. You let it break. You let it put in a new low. You let it reclaim. You wait for the reclaim. You enter on the retest. If I would have seen this chart on Friday, I would have swung it, right? I think AMD longs look absolutely amazing with the stop loss below 116, right? And setups like this, one, very high probability because you have obviously the break, new low, reclaim, and retest, which is a bullish retest, right? These type of setups are very, very high probability, right? So, that being said, AMD is also a top swing watch, right? If we hold this 122 come Monday, we sit around this area, I'm going to enter a swing. Target's going to be that 128 and 133. If we get above this 133 supply, adios amigos. Adios amigos. We're out of here. We are out of here. Even prettier here on the hourly. If you look at the hourly, massive structure here at 128. There's two ways to trade this, right? Look for that 122 pullback. Or if we can get above 128, simply just look for those pullbacks to go long. Target at 133.50, which is just major level here. So make sure you're paying attention. If we get above 133.50, this is going back into 140s, 150s. Easily, right? Easily. I think this chart looks very, very good. And you guys know exactly why. And that's most important. Google. Weekly chart, love it. Monthly chart, not really a fan of. Hourly chart, I really love though here on Google. Now, the reason I really like this chart is a few things, right? I don't know why my level got messed up. One, if you look at Google, right? Relative to the overall market, it sold pretty aggressively on Friday with SPY and QQQ, right? Two, we have that high, we have that lower high, we had that breaker structure on Friday, retested and held below. So, with that being said, if Google can get below 190, I think this is going to be an absolute rug pull, right? I think we're going to see a nasty move back down into the low 180s and quick, right? If we pull back into this 180 area, 182, that's where we can then look for a demand bounce, all right? Only thing I'm watching here on Google is this 190 level. If we get below 190, I'll be extremely confident going short down to 182, 180. And that's the game plan on Google. Now, you guys will notice my watch list is very short this week. And that's for valid reason, right? Valid reason. I just didn't see many setups. And some weeks it'll be like that. And I really want to touch on this because a lot of traders spend hours and hours and hours combing through charts when it might not be there. You know, I'm going to give you guys the same advice that I give my mentees. If you have to pull out a magnifying glass, it's probably not there. You guys know on a week-to-week basis, my watch list, I usually have 4 to 5, maybe 6 names, depending on setups. This week, we only have 3 watches. That's because the setups just aren't there, right? And it is super important because as traders, right, there's one thing we can really control, right? There is only one thing that we control. That one thing that we can control is managing risk. And managing risk aspect comes from executing, because when we enter a trade, we're entering a trade with our money, right? More importantly, when we enter that trade, we're not just risking our money, we're risking our mental capital. So we want to make sure that the setup we're trading is worthy of risking our capital and mental capital. So when those setups aren't there, those high quality setups, we shouldn't be trading, right? So that's why it's super important. M Hag, man, appreciate you, brother. It means a lot, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what we got here. Oh, TradingView has options? Let me see. There's an options feature now? How do you do it? Webull Pay? What is that? I know you could trade Webull futures here. You could trade futures on Webull on TradingView. Really cool. Anyway, Microsoft. I absolutely love this chart, right? For very valid reason, right? If you look at Microsoft here, monthly is a little concerning, right? But that's why it's an either or setup, right? If you look at this monthly chart on Microsoft, this is, pretty bearish, right? We have that all-time high, attempted to go higher, failed, got back below that structure, very long top wick here. You can consider this a bearish pin bar, right? Weekly chart, not as bearish, right? But what I want to talk about is this massive trendline support. This is the whole focus this week. This massive trendline support from 2023. Every single time we've tested it, we've held and we've ripped, right? Now, what's important here is the confluence, right? 427. That's the big pivot, okay? So with Microsoft, there's two things I'm looking to do here. One, 427. If we can fail here, right? 427. One, it's the daily 200 MA. Two, it's Friday's low. If we get below 427 on Microsoft, I think this can be a nasty move down into 418. Below 418, there's nothing but room down into 410. All right? So below 427, be extremely confident shorting Microsoft. Now, on the flip side, Microsoft pulls back, holds that daily 200, forms a nice base, gets back above 433. A break and hold above 433, we can flip long, right? I think this can get back into 445, maybe even 450s, okay? So the big pivots here on Microsoft, 433 to the upside, 426 to the downside. That's simple, all right? And that's what I'm watching for the week ahead, man. Very, very short watch list, obviously. But I do want to get into some swings that I'm watching. One, WOOF, woof. I do like this one. Again, this is a more speculative name. Like STEM, STEM was very speculative. Right, it was essentially a penny stock, right? But I like this chart here on Wolf. As you guys can see, we got a beautiful double bottom. If we can get back above the 440 mark here, I think this can get pretty parabolic. I'm gonna look for an equity swing here back into the $6 mark. I'll update this week on Zoom, which is probably gonna be the last week. Well, it is gonna be the last week. And yeah, so that's what I'm watching on Wolf. QS, just wanted to give an update. Closed up 32%. We entered literally right over here somewhere. I think so. We entered somewhere over here. I can't remember. We've been holding this for a while. Who's still holding QS with me? QS was the one we entered a while back. Top swing watch. Datadog. Now, I know this is pretty unusual. I don't usually trade this, but this is a beautiful macro break and retest. This is a weekly pullback. Got a beautiful bull flag here. Most importantly, we have a macro demand. 136.50, 138. You guys can see this is an absolute massive demand, okay? Massive demand. Now, what I want to watch here, two things. Datadog can pull back, 136.50, 138. I'm going to look to enter a swing. My stop is going to be below 135. All right? If Datadog can get above 150.50, if we can get that flag breakout, that's where we can look to go long back into 160 and 170. All right? So regardless, I like this chart, whichever way it goes. And yeah, man, that's what I'm watching for the week ahead. Got a couple other names here I do want to keep an eye on, like Macy's. I'll update on down Zoom. STEM was absolutely beautiful, man. A trade like this, everybody should have caught it, right? I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad, but like trades like this, when it comes to equity, there's no risk, right? Obviously there is risk. We're risking something, but there's nothing in terms of risk compared to options, right? Like you literally could have entered, you could have held for 10 years and had no worry, right? Our stop loss was literally 0.3. Not once did we touch our stop, right? Like this was a stress-free, beautiful trade. Literally stress-free. Stress-free as stress-free gets. Like this was literally a beautiful trade, and I really hope you guys caught it because I talked about it for so long, right? Our first entry on STEM was back here, right? We called 100%. We re-entered again right around here. Most important of everything, right? This was our first entry. This was our second entry. We added the day before the move, right? Excuse me, not there. We added right here. We literally added before the explosive move. And you guys know, right? I rarely tell you guys I'm heavy or go risk on, right? Rarely. Right? But I verbatim told you guys that I am very heavy in STEM, right? Very heavy. Posted in the Hangout, and I also obviously posted for my mentees. You guys can see verbatim. Whoops. Look at the date. 12/26. That's before the move, right? 12/26. STEM absolutely cooking, holding for that $half mark. 12/26. You can see here. When is 12/26? I'm gonna put a green mark. Look at it. Look at this. 12/26. Right here. Verbatim. 65K position, right? Which I ended up making 42K on Friday. Just to pure equity, right? But check this out. 12/26. Posted it in the Hangout as well. For free. Posted for everyone. 12/26. Literally the day before the move. The day before the move. So I hope you guys caught that. If not, we can look for a pullback this week. In my opinion, I mean, right now, right? If you just want to look at the chart, right? STEM was trading at all-time lows, right? Right now, we are back into a major supply, right? We all can see that, right? I think, right? This is my personal opinion. There might be a little bit of lust here from the 42K day, but I think STEM, if we break this dollar mark, this can get back into the $1.50 and $2 mark easily, right? Or it could pull back to 0.5 and stop me out, right? It can, right? That's my new stop loss, 0.5. Either or can happen, right? Either or can happen. But in my opinion, like if you can get a fill, if you're not in and you want to enter anywhere near this 0.5 mark, I think is a good buy. Right? Now, again, this is speculative. It's a higher risk ticker to trade. Right? I don't think their financials are too good, but I love the chart. Kenneth, all you got to do, literally, man, for anybody that wants to live trade for free, right? Literally, go to my Instagram. That's all you got to do. Go to my Instagram. Instagram.com/felony_trades. Right here. I'll post a link for you. Go on mobile, right? Go to my Instagram. Go on mobile, right? Click my profile. You're going to see join Hangout. Literally, all you do, take your finger, press that button, boom, free live trading. That's it. You're done. That's it. Nothing. No strings attached. No absolutely nothing. No email. No phone number. No nothing. Click the button, you're good. That's it. Click the button. Enjoy it while it lasts, man. You know, if I had the opportunity you guys had, man, I would be all over it. And I say that respectfully, right? I do. I say that respectfully. God damn it, I just forgot something. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. I forgot. Tonight is Dom is his mother's birthday, so he's not gonna be here. Damn. It's gonna be tough to do these giveaways without Dom. Alright, let's see how we're gonna do this. I gotta think of something real quick. I owe you guys 2 giveaways right now. I completely forgot that Dom wasn't gonna be here tonight. So we might have to do an Instagram live for the stock streetwear. because that's gonna be harder for me to do. Yeah. So what we'll do is one. I just bought equity and stem, no options. Nothing. See, this is the thing, guys. These YouTube lives never going anywhere. Every Sunday I would be here until who knows when, forever. Daily watch list, not going anywhere, right? I can say this confidently. You guys will be able to live trade with me on a day-to-day basis. Okay? So don't stress about that. Don't stress about that. All right? I'll give you guys that confirmation. That's all I can say. But so all right, this is what we're gonna do. I forgot Dom wasn't here, so that kind of fucks things up a little bit. I can do the cash giveaways by myself. It's easy to keep up with. We will do the stock streetwear on Instagram. I'll hop on Instagram tomorrow with Dom. Yeah, we'll do that. And then yeah, we'll do the cash giveaways tonight. We'll do the year-to-date P&L giveaway tonight, which is $1,000. Hopefully one of you guys will get it. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll go from there. Alright, let's get it. So, let's get these giveaways out of the way. What do y'all want to do? Y'all want to do live login first or giveaway? You guys let me know, and we'll rock out. What do y'all want to do? I know probably a lot of you guys are trying to get and go, so if you guys need to get out of here, I'll do the giveaways first. Or if you want to see my P&L, you can stay too. It's up to you. Regardless, I appreciate every single one of you guys for taking time out of your Sunday to come kick it. Every single one of you guys, man, seriously. I appreciate you guys' time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys got some value from this. Like I said, they're not going anywhere. 2025 every Sunday, 2026 every Sunday, 2030 every Sunday I'll be here. All right. All right, y'all want to do the live login first? Perfect, no problem. Give me 2 seconds. Let me log into Lightspeed. 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna set a timer right here. You guys got 30 seconds. Like I said, anybody who is within 1 to 3K of only Lightspeed, right? Only Lightspeed. If you get within 1 to 3K of my Lightspeed P&L, I'll give you $1,000. Okay? Go. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. I gotta be careful my account number isn't showing. I think we're good. I think we're good. Alright, let me read through these. I'm gonna pull this up here. Alright, time's up. Let me make sure my account number's not showing. Give me 1 second. My account number's not anywhere. No. 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 Make sure my account number. Alright, I'm gonna take a scroll through this real quick and then we'll get to it. Before I show it, I want to see who's closest. Okay, 1 to 3K. 1 to 3K. Let me see. Wow, you guys must think I'm a fucking goddamn Umar or something. You guys are posting Umar numbers. Not quite Umar. Not quite. No one's got it though. No one's got it. I'll give it another 10 seconds. We'll do another 10 seconds. Starting now. Another 10 seconds. Okay, let me make sure my account number's not showing. We're good. Okay, let me see. Oh, whoops, gave y'all too much time. All right, ready? Uno, dos, tres. Let's see who is closest. I don't think anybody got it. Anybody who types something now, I'm totally disregarding, by the way. I stopped it right here because that's when I seen it. Let's see if anybody got it. 660, that's the closest. Javier Z, but that's not within the 1 to 3K mark. That's 5K away. I don't think anybody got it. I don't think anybody got it. I don't think anybody got it. 656. That's very close by Chasman. Very close. Very close. Very close. Yeah, I don't think anybody got it. I don't think anybody got it. Who said 665K? John Diggs? We're about to find out right now. I can go back and look at your logs. Give me 1 second. Where you at, John? John. Anybody who's typing something now, I don't want to hear it because obviously you guys can see it. Man, why are you gonna cap? Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Got the capper of the year here. I said 665K. Man, you said 730. Look at y'all, man. That is crazy work, John. That is crazy work. My man said, I got it. I said 665K. My man. You had to be within 3K. No one got it. That is 100% a fact. You guys just see me scroll through everything. But, yeah. That's my year-to-date on Lightspeed. That's my year-to-date on Lightspeed. Between Apex, I withdrew 120. So 650 plus 120. That's what? 770 plus Weeble. Just shy of 7 figures if you include long-term. A little bit over. Probably like 1.4 million this year altogether. Not including crypto. If you include crypto, closer to the 1.7, 1.8 mil, which is my biggest year ever. This year was my biggest year ever. 42K was on Friday with Stim, as you guys can see here. My previous day was 41.9, and yeah, man, I don't like really doing this because it's not about the numbers. You know what I mean? Like, you guys see that 660K and you're like, oh my god, that's a lot of money. That's also fucking 5 years, right? Like that's 5 years in the making. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, don't get caught up in the numbers. You know what I mean? Like, that's the worst thing you can do. You know what I mean? Even myself, you know what I mean? It's tough. It's tough. Very tough. Very, very tough. But yeah, man, this was my biggest trading year ever. Majority of it within the past 4 months. I withdrew that 120,000 from Apex. 42K on Friday on Stim. Last week, I had that 42K day on Tesla. The week before that, I had 37K day on SPX. 2 days before that, I had a 26K day on SPX. Yeah, majority of my P&Ls came from the last 4 months, Q4. And I do want to talk about a couple things real quick when we're talking about P&L. Is I need you guys to understand something, right? This is years in the making. Yeah, Marcos, I do feel a lot better. This is years in the making, right? This is a lot of trial, a lot of error. Most importantly, understanding who I am as a trader, and not just as a trader, as a person. Knowing when to trade, knowing when not to trade, knowing what to trade, knowing when to trade, right? It's a combination of a lot of things, and don't let the numbers get to you. Don't compare me to you. Don't compare me to anyone else, right? I'm in my own lane. I'm in my own pace. You guys should be in your own lane at your own pace as well, right? Don't I hate when you guys ask me the question, I have 100K, how long can I make it 200K, right? That should never be a goal of yours, right? And I'm going to show you, just for perspective, the same thing I'm telling you guys, I tell my mentees, right? I tell my mentee is, for example, Tone, right? Last night he asked me, hey, that 27,000 I made, I want to put it to work right here. I'm going to show you guys. Just for perspective. I'm not just telling you guys this stuff, right? I'm not just telling you guys. The same thing I'm telling you guys, I tell my mentees, right? And I just want to show you guys that for transparency and honesty, right? Look at this. Same thing I tell my mentees, right? Tone said, hey, I want to put some of that 26,000 I made to work. Any suggestions? I was starting to use Rife. I have a personal short-term goal of 100K and a year or less of trading. My response: love that you want to invest, love that you are setting a goal, but throw it out of the window, right? Putting a dollar amount goal is never good, right? It's like a dog chasing its tail. It's never going to catch it, right? Focus as a trader should be obviously being green, because if you're green, your account's going to be more than it was yesterday, right? Most importantly, and more important than anything, just focus on being that 1% better, right? That's the big goal, because when you focus on being better, being a better person, being a better trader, that 1% each day, that compounds massively over a week span, a month span, a year span, and the money will follow, right? When you chase the money, it's a never-ending battle, right? I can promise you guys that I've turned a 5-figure green day chasing more into a red day, right? I've done the craziest shit that you guys can think of. I'm talking to you guys from experience, right? And I know a lot of people are going to leave right now because they don't want to hear this. They just want to, win money, or they just want to, the setups to make quick money. You're not going to make it, right? I know you guys probably don't want to hear what I'm about to say, but following signals, there's no longevity to that, because when that signal isn't there, what are you going to do, right? At the end of the day, what are you going to do when that signal isn't there? That's the big question. You guys need to learn how to fish for yourself. And, at the end of the day, like I said, the same thing I tell you guys, I tell my mentees. I don't care whose mentorship you take. I don't care if you take mine. I don't care whose it is, right? I can only speak for myself and what I do, right? And what I do. My mentorship specifically, it's not going to make you a profitable trader, right? It's not. It's not going to magically snap of fingers make you profitable. It's not, right? But what I can tell you is I guarantee you, and I don't use this word lightly, I can guarantee you it has everything you need to become a consistently profitable trader. My systems, my strategies. Again, I like using analogies. It's like Waze. You put in the address. What does Waze do? Gives you the time, gives you the mileage, it shows you the toll roads, shows you the other roads, shows you where cops are, shows you where car crashes are. It gives you the destination, right? It gives you the route. But at the end of the day, what do you have to do? You have to get in your car. You have to drive your car. You have to stop and get gas in your car. You have to turn on the windshield wipers. You have to turn. You have to use your turn signals. There's a lot you have to do to after getting Waze, right? Once Waze gives you the address, right? Gives you the GPS. Guess what you have to do? You have to get in your car. You have to drive it, right? That's the most important. The journey to get there, right? And I can guarantee that my mentorship provides what you need to become a consistently profitable trader. But at the end of the day, the only person that can make you profitable is you, right? Is you. A lot of people do not understand that, right? Just because you take a mentorship does not mean you're going to be profitable, right? It does not. It does not mean you're going to be profitable. The only person who is in control of you becoming profitable is you, what you do, and how you do it, right? I've seen plenty of traders make a ton of money, 100,000, 200,000, right? I don't want to put any names out there, but a very well-known trader that I'm cool with made over $500,000 within 3 months span and gave back every single penny of it trying to make $1 million. Every single penny of it. Every single penny. They're having 50K days, 50K days, 50K days, 50K days, 100K day, right? Build up, 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 crashing down, right? And that's how it always happens. So just for perspective, right? You guys seen what I just said to my mentee, right? He had a massive week, made 26,000 in 1 week. He just started trading. What did I say to him as a mentor? I said, hey man, I encourage you to withdraw it, right? I don't encourage you to try to play the numbers game, right? The numbers game is like a dog chasing his tail. You're never going to catch it. You hit the 100K, now you want 150. You hit 150, you want 250. You hit 250, you want 500. You hit 500, you want a million. It's mental gymnastics until you take control of your trading, what you do and how you do it, and you work on those internal struggles, you won't see those external results, right? And I talked about this on my Instagram story just earlier, is I lacked patience, I lacked self-control, I lacked discipline, and that directly translated into my trading, and I was a fucking shitty ass trader. But when I worked on those internal struggles, I started to see those external results in my trading. What you do in your day-to-day life spills over to your trading, whether you believe it or not. It does, 1000%, right? And just a side note, we're fucking printing on ES. We're printing on ES. Can we get some love? See, look at this, y'all. Look at this. What more could you want from me, right? I sit here, I go live for you guys on Sunday, right? This whole time, I'm going live, discussing the watch list, everything. We're making money. We're making money. Like, what else do you want? This is for free, by the way. No one paid for it. Nobody. We went short, literally right here. And this is a great idea to take profit. I'm not going to lie to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my stop down to 60.20. That's my new stop on ES. 60.20 is my new stop on ES. 60.20 is my new stop on ES. 60.20. 60.20 is my new stop. And yeah, man, you know, at the end of the day, right? I'm gonna get into my plans for 2025 here in a second, but at the end of the day, guys, I want you guys to understand that I do this for you guys, right? Like, at the end of the day, you know, I try to be for you guys as someone was for me, right? No one was like that for me, so I try to be for that for you guys, right? At the end of the day, you have to do it though. You know, we're all grown adults. You have to make the right decision on a day-to-day basis and understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, right? You have to. You have to. We might get stopped here in a second, which I really don't want to get stopped. I might move it a little bit. 60.20. I want to move it to 60.22. 60.22 is my stop. 60.22 is my stop. $60.22 is my stop. $60.22. $60.22 is my stop. Yeah, we'll do that instead. Yeah, man. Alright, let's get into these giveaways. We'll call it a night. I owe you guys 2, so let's make this quick and snappy. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Reset all entries. Keyword. Next. 2025 is the keyword. Good luck, everybody. Again, man, whether you guys win or not, I appreciate every single one of you guys for taking time out of your Sunday to come kick it. You guys know I do this for you guys. Hopefully you guys learned something tonight. Hopefully you guys take something away from it, got the setups, and make some nice money this week. Hopefully you guys took ES or NQ and made some money short with me. Those were both beautiful setups. Really hope you guys caught one of them and made some money tonight. And yeah, man, we're going into 2025 swinging for the fences. All right. Like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail because I know there's other people in here listening that would love to hear my idea and what I plan on doing. So I'm going to be pretty vague with what I say and what I'm doing. I can confidently say this, that you guys will be able to live trade with me every day. I can say that. Congratulations to Rad Row. My man already typed. Damn. My man was on it. My man was on it. On it, on it, on it. On it, on it, on it. Alrighty, let's run it back. One more time. Second keyword. Let's turbo, why not? Turbo's the GOAT. Turbo, turbo, turbo. Let's get it. Again, man, you know, I just want to say I appreciate you guys, for real. I do. Appreciate every single one of you guys. And I do want to apologize. I completely forgot Dom wasn't going to be here tonight. So like I said, we're going to postpone the Stock Streetwear giveaway. We'll post that. I'll do it on Instagram Live with Dom, okay? So we'll postpone that for another day. Because like I said, I'm not going to be able to do it by myself. It's just too much. Dom usually handles the giveaways, but obviously, you know, he's attending his mom's birthday. And yeah, it's all good. You know, we'll do it on Instagram Live this week. Yeah, man. Alrighty, good luck, everybody. The bee's knees, let's go. My man's been trying to win forever. Let's go. Where you at, man? You gotta type in the chat. My man's been trying to win forever. Been here for a while too. Long time. I think it's a minty. Might be. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it is a minty. The bee. Yeah, it is. Nice. Let's go. It is a minty. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Where you at, man? There we go. Yeah, man. That's a good winner. Good winner. I owed you guys 2 giveaways, but we'll do one more for the fuck of it. Let's get it. We'll do one more. Do one more. And then we'll talk about 2025. Last is the keyword. LAST. Last. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, damn, we got 8 viewers on Kick. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. If you guys could, I would really appreciate it. Go drop a follow on Kick. Go drop a follow on Kick. Alrighty, good luck, everybody. Gail Tommy. Oh, wow, that was quick. Where you at? Gail Tommy. Gail, can you type again? Please. Gail. Gail, where you at? Can you type again, please? Gail Tommy. Where you at? 2025. Like I said, I'm gonna be pretty indirect with what I'm about to say, but there we go. Gail Thornhill. Sorry. Thornhill. I don't know why I was saying Tommy. I don't know why I was saying that. Alrighty, congratulations to Radbro, my mentee, the Bee's Knees, and Gail Thornhill. I'm gonna give you guys instructions really quick. Please. Do as follows to get your money. Please. Okay, gotcha, Gail. 2025. First things first, you guys will be able to live trade with me every day. No, I will not have a public Discord. But you will be able to live trade with me. Or watch me live trade, quote unquote. 2, I will be doing pre-market every single morning going into 2025. Pre-market webinars for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes on YouTube and Kick at the same time, multi-streaming. Getting on a full-time content schedule, so I'll be posting 5 days a week on my Instagram. Vlog type stuff like I used to do. Obviously the Sunday watch list, the live trades, when we catch a good trade on live, and a lot of education based stuff. That's going to be 2025. So first things first, again, you guys will be able to watch me live trade every single day. Don't stress about that. Number 2, content schedule, 5 days a week on Instagram, YouTube. I'm going to try to post 2 long form videos a week, everything from setups to strategies to live trade recaps to platform reviews. My Apex journey, right now, I've already withdrawn 120,000 from Apex, but my goal is $1 million. Right now I'm on track. All I have to do is make $910 for 55 days and that'll be $1 million. If I do it, I'm obviously going to document it all on YouTube. So that's just something big I'm doing. But yeah, those are the big changes. I can say this, that we are taking the first step in the right direction. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are picking up on 2 words that I usually say. And yeah, so it's going to be a great 2025. Like I said, I don't want to talk about too much because I know there's people in here listening that would love to steal what I'm doing. But I go about everything the right way. I usually don't talk about anything till it's done. And a lot of the stuff I'm talking about is concrete and done, which is me posting content 5 days a week, live trades, trade recaps, obviously the Sunday watch list, pre-market webinars. I'm going to do every single day, 5 days a week on YouTube for, like I said, 30, 45 minutes. So you guys will be able to prepare for the market every day with me. And yeah, man, that's how we're going into 2025. We're starting off right, starting off strong, starting off structured, starting off disciplined. And we're going to stick to it, man. So 5 days a week, pre-market webinars, 5 days a week on Instagram. I'm going to get a post out. YouTube, I'm going to try to do 2 long form videos a week. And I do have 5 classes prepared for the year. I'm going to try to do 2 the first quarter and the other each quarter. So first quarter, I'm going to do 2. And then 1, 2, and 3 after that. Classes are going to be of your guys' choice. I've already done risk management before. I've already done futures before. So we'll pick a different topic each quarter. And those are obviously going to be free classes. And yeah, man, in terms of a public Discord, like I said, I like my mentorship community. It's private. It's just mentees. And I plan on keeping it that way. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. I would love to discuss some other things, but like I said, I genuinely can't. I can't because I know there's people in here that would love to hear what I'm doing. Yeah. But yeah, man, I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in tonight. This was a little bit longer live than usual. Damn, we've been on here for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Sheesh. I'm gonna get ready and go ahead and hop off. I'm gonna do this for you guys really quick, first and foremost. For anybody who sees that, I'm going to create this real quick. I will never do this again. Ever. I will never do this again. So, take advantage of it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Yeah, the walls definitely have ears. I got to be careful with what I say. But yeah, 2025 is going to be huge for everyone. Everybody huge. I've never created one like this. Let me see. And it'll never happen again. It'll never happen again. It's only for people on the live. So if you're hanging on the live, this is for you. I'm creating it right now. Give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, here you guys go. Anybody who sees it, there's 3 uses. So if you want the opportunity to join my mentorship, now is your time. This is not going to get posted publicly, and I would appreciate if you didn't post it. Whoever sees it, good luck. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys, as always. Seriously, thank you guys for taking time out of your Sunday to come kick it. I'll see majority of you guys tomorrow, bright and early, for some live trading. If you don't know how to live trade with me, as of right now, it's going to be short-lived, but take advantage of it while it's here. Literally, go to my Instagram on mobile, click my profile, go to join Hangout, click the Hangout, click the Zoom link in the morning. Boom, good to go, completely free. And yeah, man. Still holding QQQ and, still holding ES and NQ. I'll let you guys know if I get stopped out. And yeah, man, nice stress-free trade tonight. Hopefully you guys were able to make some money. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. This is the last live of 2024. I'll see you guys in 2025 on Sunday. Well, obviously tomorrow, but YouTube 2025. And yeah, man. You don't see the Hangout channel? Literally, just go to my Instagram, right? Click this link right here. On your phone. You have to do it on your phone. Go to your own phone. Click the link. Boom. Done. That's all you got to do. Click the link. Go to my profile. You'll see the Hangout. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Here, I think I can help you guys out even further. Give me 1 second. I think I can help you guys out even further. Give me 1 second. Copy link. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Yep, I can. I can help you guys out further. Give me 1 second. I can give you a direct link to the Hangout. That's all you gotta do. Here you guys go. Bam, there's a direct link. Click that link right there. That's all you gotta do. Click that link right there. And yeah, man, again, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. And yeah, man, get your ready, lady. Peace, y'all.